In 2122, the USCSS Nostromo became the first Weyland-Yutani ship to make contact with Xenomorph XX121. Returning to Earth after a standard processing run, the crew was awakened from hypersleep by what the ship's interface believed to be a distress signal. Upon seeking the source, a derelict alien craft was discovered, its hold full of xenomorph eggs. A crew member was implanted and taken back aboard the Nostromo. In less than 24 hours, the xenomorph had killed all but one crew member, exhibiting an as-yet unseen perfection of instinct and form. With the possible exception of artificial person Ash, no one aboard the Nostromo had any training that might have prepared them for an encounter with an unknown species. While it is not the company's policy to second-guess previous directives, it is in our interest to study and learn from ventures that underperform. In hindsight, had we truly believed we'd picked up on the signal of an alien craft, we would have sent a team of 120-A2s. The same holds true for the Prometheus mission, which was put together hastily by Sir Peter for personal reasons and not well managed. Teams sent after the xenomorph must be thoroughly vetted for company loyalty, and have either scientific or security qualifications to be viable. For example, the medical secure transport team that would later be assembled to evacuate Ellen Ripley from Furina Fury 161 was appropriately prepared. Unfortunately, they were too late. If we'd had more time with Ripley, we could have contained her. ComNet continues to flag every transmission with key phrases and codes that might indicate alien contact, but without the correct response, the data is useless. It got Brett first. He went after Jonesy. We didn't want to get tripped up again by the cat. Parker and I kept looking for the alien, but we could hear Brett calling for Jones in the hold. It happened so fast, it just took him, grabbed him, and pulled him up into the vent shafts. He was there, and then he wasn't. Dallas wanted to flush it out of the vent system and into the airlock. He went into the ventilation system with an incinerator, but it was dark. It was tight in there. We tried to track him, but we got the readings confused. It got behind him somehow. Lambert started crying. She was telling him to get out of there. We both were, and he was scared. He wanted out. I found your special directive for Ash. It said that he was to procure an alien specimen at any cost. We were expendable. When he recognized that I was a threat to his objective, to bring this thing to Earth, he tried to kill me. It tried to kill me. We decided to take our chances in the shuttle. Parker and Lambert went for supplies, and it got to them. I ran when I heard the screaming. I ran to help them, but it was too late. I ran for the shuttle, but the creature was there, blocking the way. I tried to abort the self-destruct sequence on the Nostromo, but I missed the window. It was take the shuttle or blow up with the refinery. I thought the alien was gone. I thought I was safe, but it was curled up in the maintenance shelf behind the pressure tubes. I can't remember breathing. My heart dropped into my stomach, and everything seemed to slow down, and all I could think was that there was nowhere to run. As indicated within Ripley's deposition, Ash was indeed following orders. It might have been able to carry them out, if not for the interference of the crew members. Only Ripley and the cat, Mr. Jones, survived the alien's infiltration of the Nostromo. After obliterating the crew, the alien stowed away aboard the shuttle Narcissus, on which Ripley had managed to escape. She did, in fact, destroy the Nostromo and the refinery, worth $42 million. Adjusted currently, the same refinery costs closer to $1 billion. When she realized that the xenomorph was on the shuttle, Ripley slipped into an EVA suit, then lured the creature away from the cover and ejected it from the craft, neutralizing the company's first opportunity to obtain this vital resource. While her survival instinct was undeniably impressive, a loyal employee would have looked for ways to save the specimen once he or she was safely strapped into the EVA suit. Biological samples could have been obtained following the ejection of the drone. However, none were collected, and the shuttle's propulsion burners incinerated the xenomorph. Ellen Ripley was the only survivor of the company's first contact with Xenomorph XX121. She entered hypersleep believing her shuttle would be picked up when it passed through more heavily traveled shipping lanes. Ripley's sleep was briefly interrupted when the vessel